Indigenous people shouldn't exist anymore. They should have been completely conquered. We came and we conquered. It is our country now. Place your bets. Place your bets on where I'm going to actually align with these Chud woke values tests. Because we got Axe Chud at the top, Axe woke on the bottom, and then to the left is woke, and to the right is actually a Chud. And then we got various different people on the spectrum. So, like, I recognize Hassan Piker! there, who is woke, but kind of acts a little bit like a Chud, apparently. Like, maybe they're talking about the professor there. We got AOC down on the bottom, who is woke and acts woke, 100%. And then Justin Trudeau as well. Is that Harry? I forget what his name is from, like, One Direction, but he's super flamboyant. Taylor Swift is a Chud, but acts kind of woke. I don't know where you kind of got that from, other than the fact that she finally got that MAGA cock inside her. And then now we're getting to people that I don't actually know, other than Millet. And then I think that's the Italian Prime Minister. I forget what her name is. So place your butts. Woke/woke? Damn, okay. But there are 70 questions in this test. Okay, what is Chud woke values? Chud woke values of the test is kind of fucking stupid. And then at the end of the quiz, your questions will be displayed on Compass. Yes, that makes sense. A few questions are poorly written. There are 70 questions on the test. Well, let's get this started. There's 70 questions. Instructions. You'll be presented with a series of statements. For each one, click the button with your opinion on it. Proceed shuffled, proceed unshuffled. I frankly don't care, but I guess we'll do shuffle just to kind of make sense. How many genders are there? 2? At least 3? Don't play games with me, kid. Double digits or more. I don't like any of these options. Only 2. I kind of want to go with 3 just for the shits and giggles. You know, but it's only 2. I am actively religious but not really active. Agnostic, atheist, anti-theist, unsure other. I would go with agnostic. My country or people should apologize for crimes and wrongdoing or ancestors committed. Well, that's retarded. Strongly disagree. Whatever else you think of him, Donald Trump should be recognized as a very funny man. I mean, yes. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're talking about. Like, 2016, 100%. 2026, not as much. Like, he doesn't have the same vigor. He doesn't have the same... His tweets don't really hit as hard anymore. Kind of feels like he's, like, lashing out a bunch. Back then, he used to be, like, precise with his shots. And very witty. But I'm still like, old age has gotten up. Maybe it's just old age. Maybe because he's a politician now, because it has been 10 years. But it's not exactly the same. For the good chunk of the political career, he actually was pretty funny. I will go with agree. I like offending people and intentionally say proactive if they... Oh, 100%. 100%. Oh my god. Oh god, that used to be my favorite fucking pastime, especially when I was younger. These days, I don't go the full mile anymore. Oh my god, I was such a fucking edgelord when I was younger. I don't actually want to genuinely upset people, but I love shock humor. I like dark, depressing humor. I love saying things that makes people go, what the fuck? And yeah. It's a state's rights to enforce unity of culture and language. Yes, deport every single foreigner that doesn't speak English, that is brown, that is like Hindu or Muslim or whatever the fuck it is. Just deport all the fucking foreigners. It's literally the state's job to get rid of the invaders. To eat meat is morally wrong. No, all I eat is meat. Men only. I have not a man, none of these. Man bun, shave size, short to medium top. You should have shave size, short to medium top. Men with long hair are just kind of disgusting. And man buns are estrogen on steroids. I guess that wouldn't really work out if you have estrogen and steroids, but you know what I mean. Anyway, not a man. Men only. I have not a man. No woman friends. Woman friends, but only online. One woman friend in real life. Multiple women's friends in life. Well, I basically have no woman friends. Or it would be woman friends only online. I'm mostly friends with guys. But I'm not a man, so it doesn't actually apply to me. I am publicly out as LGBT. No. Strongly disagree. I like anime. Strongly agree. Yeah, I might be a little bit more of a tourist, but I really do like anime, especially the art style of it. And I will always appreciate it for what it is. The family is the most important unit in society, 100%. It's a real big fucking shame that it's devolved so much. Identity groups such as race, gender, and disability are more significant divisions in economic class. Yes, 100%. 100%. Because economic class actually really isn't that deep. I mean, it highly depends on, okay, I should say it depends on kind of the culture to a certain degree. Because obviously the monarchy, if, you know, under like the French monarchy, there was huge division between that. But when you live in a multicultural society, the divisions are laid by defaults. For example, the statistic of wealthy blacks commit significantly more crime than the poorest of whites by a long shot there. That's only a racial thing. It's 100% a racial thing. That division will never ever be settled, no matter how much economic equality that you try to do. Socioeconomic factors, as the leftists like to say. You can't stop that. And so yeah, race will be a bigger division than economic class. Gender as well. You can't force women to go into STEM fields. They will always choose, 9 times out of 10 I should say, more feminine, emotional assistance kind of roles like nursing or psychology or similar, or teaching, basically anything with children and like kind of helping others that don't actually pay that very well, minus nursing. But that's a nursing in itself as a whole can of worms. And then as for like disability, that's obviously if we're fucking retarded vegetable, then there's going to be a natural division there. So yeah, it's no economic class, no socioeconomic factors being leveled for equity purposes will ever change these, no matter how much you try. They will always naturally be there. I celebrate or strongly support Pride Month. No. The family should be abolished. No. Parents should hold absolute power over their children as they are older and more experienced. Do you mean children as between ages of 0 to 18? Or children as 18 until, like, the parents die? Because if it's from 0 to 18, then pretty much, except for, like, the last few years, like 16 to 18, they should give their children more freedom because that's how you make them into adults. But after 18, not as much. Like, they are adults, they should be on their own. The parents should be there to help them out and give them advice still, but not absolute power. So I guess I'm going to say either agree or neutral. Because the key word there is absolute. That means the children has no freedom whatsoever. No, they can't think for themselves. The parents do everything for them, and that's too much. You have to give them some sort of freedom. I guess I'll go with neutral. I prefer the city, suburbs, the countryside. Fundamentally, our society is sexist and patriarchal, and this is a bad thing. Well, I strongly disagree. I mean, I wish it was sexist and patriarchal. It is sexist for, you know, against men. I wish it was more patriarchal, and it would be a good thing, so strongly disagree. It's acceptable to make fun of generalized groups. 100%. Stereotypes exist for a reason. I am waiting until marriage for sex. Well, if I was smart, yes, but I was a dumb teenager, so, I'm already ruined, both in the eyes of God and in man. So I'm gonna have to say disagree, because, well, use goods. It's acceptable to make fun of someone based on their identity. Agree. There's just some cases where I can think of like somebody's actually disabled and it is a huge chunk of their life because of how severe it is. And it's like, maybe, you know, maybe don't really make fun of them unless they're like okay with it because, you know, it's not exactly their fault that God hates them. But I guess I'll still just go with agree here. We shouldn't expose children to gay or transgender people until they're older. Agree. Because those are fucking degenerates and groomers at this point in time. It's gonna be, going back to generalization of people, I'm doing it right now. I'm not gonna sacrifice kids for the 0.01% of them that are actually normal, like the gays against groomers people. Women only, how much of the domestic labor, childcare, cooking, cleaning would you do in a relationship? Almost all of it. I don't plan on having children. Ew. Almost all of it. If anything, actually, basically all. I mean, actually, almost all would be the best answer, because, you know, men should do a little bit of childcare just so they can bond with their children. Not all the time, but, like, one easy thing men can do is change the diapers for their babies, because it teaches the baby the scent and touch and trust of being cared for by their father. Small cases here and there, just so the child develops properly. I support reparations for slavery and or colonialism. No, fuck that shit. We should keep all sovereignty at the national level rather than granting powers to the organizations like the EU or the United Nations. Yes. Yes, I hate the EU with a passion because it gets rid of this. Online harassment or cancellation is a serious issue. Agree. People describe me as judgmental, abrasive, neither of these. Where's both of them? Where's the both, actually? Hold on. I get called that a lot, but probably more judgmental and abrasive. Homosexuality is against my values. Agree. Agree. I was like, do I strongly agree or do I just regularly agree? Because homosexuality is something that is more recent that I've turned against, but it wasn't until I started looking into how many times they actually abuse babies, like when they adopt, that I really was like, okay then, let's ban the gays. There's definitely there's a grooming question. There is the turning the freaking frogs gay question, but I do think a little bit is natural because there's always been homosexuality across the ages. It should be completely shamed and turned against. So I'm gonna just say agree. Gender is a social construct, not a natural state of affairs. That's retarded. My hair is dyed. Dyed in non-standard colors, dyed blonde, highlights dyed natural. No, it's not dyed. I respect people's neo-pronouns or xenogenders. No. People should be treated equally regardless of race, gender, or creed. No. It's good when companies publicly support progressive and social causes. No. Within my political movement, company, or social group, we should elevate voices from minority gender groups. No, we should ban them. I read contemporary philosophers. I need to read more. I need to read more philosophy. I need to read more both contemporary and ancient as well. But I just don't read because I'm just a void on the internet that likes to speak your opinions. So I'm gonna say neutral because while I don't do that, I'm not actually against it. It's good to learn. The death penalty should exist for certain crimes, 100%. Actually, we should, if anything, should use it more liberally because that would be a good way to actually stop most crimes. A strong hierarchy is desirable in society. Yes, 100%. Mostly with men though, no women, because women can actually have a proper hierarchy there. Animals deserve certain universal rights. I'm gonna say agree because I do think you should treat animals nicely. They're innocent creatures that don't understand a lot of human concepts, and I don't want them going extinct. You shouldn't abuse them. Protections, yes. Rights, however, are a human thing. They need to be protected from bad humans. I guess it really does depend on what they mean by certain universal rights. But I'm gonna say agree just because I like animals. I really like animals. So I'm gonna say agree. It's immoral for a country to invade and or claim our land for resources. Ooh, that's a difficult question. It's the natural state of humanity to actually invade for resources, whether that be food, water, women, land in general, whatever the case is. That is just the state of humanity. Even regular animal, going back to the animal questions, animals do that too with their territory. So like, it's not actually immoral for it. But we have gotten to a certain point in the modern world where it is looked down upon to do so. You know, war is bad, but I wouldn't go so far as say it's immoral either here. So I'm gonna say neutral. Deportation is legitimate even if no crime other than overstaying a visa has been committed. 100%. If anything, deportation is a moderate solution. It's acceptable to make fun of someone based on their appearance. Okay. This is difficult. I'm probably gonna go with agree, but it highly depends on the context. Because if they're fat, sure, go ahead, right? Like you can lose weight. It's difficult, but it's definitely possible. But if it's someone who is like born with a birth defect, it's like that's, to my personal opinion, too far, because it's not their fault that they were born that way. However, if they're black or a woman, that's a different story, because you should cast judgment and shame upon them to put them in their place. So, I'm gonna say agree. Non-binary only. My name is not non-binary, none of these. More traditional name like Alex, more expendable name like Sock. The fuck is this? No, not non-binary. I'm not 12 anymore. Countries such as the US and Australia should give a portion of land, particularly important sites, and land agreed in treaties back to indigenous people. No. Indigenous people shouldn't exist anymore. They should have been completely conquered. Like reservations are a fucking mistake. We should have never done reservations in America. I know we were trying to do the whole noble savage thing, you know. Oh, you know, the fact that we're stealing their land is morally wrong, blah, 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 blah. But no, like, we came and we conquered. It is our country now. We built this land from nothing into something. And by giving this reservation, it's just a section of land where they can sit there and fester their hate for white people, drink their sorrows away, and gamble. Races are scientific reality. Strongly agree. The presence of another culture, is no threat to my own. Strongly disagree. Either assimilate or get the fuck out, and assimilation is a myth anyway, so get the fuck out. Many of the colonized benefit from colonialism. They did, and removing it has made them into shitholes again, because they can't maintain it themselves. Like, I forget which African country this is, but there's one where the, it's either the Dutch or the Germans, it's one of the dramatic ones, built a bridge for them. Because beforehand, they were swinging on a rope to get across the ravine, and then they built the bridge for them, and then they left after, you know, colonialism died, and they were kicked out. Even though they taught them how to maintain their bridge, they never did because they only think 15 seconds ahead. So now they go back to swinging on ropes to get across the ravine. I think it's particularly offensive for people to say slurs. Fuck no, I say the N-word all the time. I'm attending or have attended a prestigious school, a regular university, a trade school, will not attend college. Unsure other. Well, I mean, I went to college for like 6 months, but it was like a community college because I was not enthused to go to college. Does that count? I kind of want to go. Will not attend college, but technically I did go for a semester to like a regular university here. Unsure? Other? I'm gonna select this one because I don't feel like the regular university really fits this, as I didn't actually go for a full 2 or 4 years here. I would put no because you did not graduate. I guess I'll go with this. I follow the health advice and masking recommendations during COVID? No. I have compared real-life political events to mainstream entertainment such as Star Wars, anime, or Harry Potter. Not really? Because Star Wars became political with Rey and then that black dude and like the various stuff that they've made. Same with like kind of like Harry Potter. But like there's no real life political events within them to reflect upon. They became political themselves. So I'm gonna say disagree here. If entertainment media or commercials have a certain identity makeup, whether that be a lack of diversity or forced diversity, that upsets me. Well, if it's forced diversity, yeah, it does upset me. So I'm gonna say agree. I'm gonna say agree because the amount of ads these days that have a black man and a white woman is insane. Like there's a excuse that it's like, oh, it checks 2 boxes in one go, having the minority being the black and then having a woman in it, you know, all that fun stuff. But like technically you can just do it without having a black woman, but it's always a black man and a white woman there. So therefore I'm getting very like happy merchant vibes off of it, and that makes me very upset because it's getting worse and worse, it seems to be. So I'm actually gonna say strongly agree because fuck that shit. Neo-pronouns or xenogenders aren't legitimate. 100% agree. That's just mental illness. Non-binary only. I regularly use social media. Not non-binary. Yep. There's racial inequality in society that disadvantages certain groups, and we should address it. Well, there is racial inequality that does affect certain groups, and we should address it by deporting them. Because you can't fix it. But I'm gonna say disagree because I know what it means with DEI purposes. Borders and nation states should be abolished. Fuck no, no. Even wolves have fucking borders. Like there's this map of these different wolf tribes. You can actually see where like they don't actually cross each other's lines. Like it's natural to have borders and nations. It's literally how humans, and not just humans, just like all animals function in general. Transgender people are the gender they say they are. No. Abortion should be legal in all circumstances. All circumstances? What's wrong with you? We should end programs that support diversity, equity, and inclusion in business and government. 100%, 100%, 100%. Our romantic partner is the same race. I am single, a different race. Well, I mean, I'm single, but it would be the same race. So, I'm just gonna say I'm single. I've never dated outside my race before my entire life. No one is illegal on stolen land. That's retarded. There are some words or phrases people should be socially punished for using. No. Gender should be abolished. No. It's natural. If anything, it needs to be reinstated in the modern world. Bring back traditional values. Telling somebody to kill himself crosses a line. Is it serious or joking? Because I say KYS all the time, but as a joke. But if you're actually seriously telling somebody to do it, then that is wrong. So I'm gonna say neutral. Woman only. My hair is not a woman, none of these. Shorter than a bob, or a lob. What the fuck's a lob? Shoulder to mid back, waist to butt, longer than butt. Well, it used to be longer than butt, but then my dad told me to get my hair cut before the wedding. And so now it's shoulder to mid back. Woman only. I dress average, traditional, alternative, masculine pantsuit. I don't know. Cause I don't really dress emo anymore. But I wear combat boots and black skinny jeans. And then sometimes like a band tee. But generally, I prefer, like, if it's winter, I just go out in a sweatshirt, and in summer, I just kind of wear like regular t-shirts. I do like wearing turtlenecks for like dates when it's like, you know, fall, winter time or whatever the case is, or just to look nice in general. But like, I don't wear dresses or skirts because I don't think they look good on me. I'm too short. I don't have like the long legs to kind of like pull it off, in my personal opinion. So I wouldn't say traditional, but maybe alternative? I think I'm gonna go with alternative there. Cause like, I don't know. Men should hold a position of power over women's society. Yes. I put pronouns in my bio. No. I am fine with police and government forces using violence against unarmed civilians. No. Yeah, that sets a dangerous precedent. So I'm gonna say, and I'm not a big fan of the government, you know. After all, like, I recognize you need government, and you know, we need a strong government too to enforce borders and deport people and go after leftists. But at the end of the day, I'm still 30 on 30. So I'm gonna say disagree here. Men only. How much of the domestic labor, childcare, cooking, cleaning would you do in a relationship? Well, I'm not a man. But almost all, half or more, a bit, almost none, don't plan on having children. Well, I'm not a man, so there we go. What am I here? I am is Chud, axe Chud. But I'm pretty far is Chud, but I'm not very high in the axe Chud. Like, I'm just above it. So is axis 7.65, at axe is 1.75. I mean, I'm gonna take the compliment because I mostly is Chud, and I'm still an axe Chud here. I'm assuming I lost some points for being a woman. What the fuck was the questions about toucans? Oh yeah, that would have been beautiful if there were questions about the tiny hats. I wonder if I would have gotten higher on the axe Chud thing if there was any questions about the happy merchants. There.